McPhail grew up in a small town in Washington State near the Canadian border. When he was 19 years old, he moved to New Orleans, lured by the Big Easy's history and soul.
He soon found himself working at the legendary Commander's Palace, and in 2000, McPhail became executive sous chef of the Las Vegas version of Commander's. The defining moment came in 2002, when he returned to New Orleans to take over the position of executive chef of the original restaurant, a title he's held ever since.
He was named a Rising Star Chef and Best Chef South by the James Beard Foundation. He is also the co-author of Commander's Wild Side. Chef Tory McPhail, welcome to The Dish.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We're so excited to have you and for this exciting New Year's meal. Walk us through what you've brought.
Well, we have all kinds of fantastic favorites for you and wonderful dishes like the shrimp and tasa over here. So it's fresh wild shrimp right out of the Gulf of Mexico. We spice that up with some Creole seasoning, some house-made ham, pickled okra, and a little bit of five-pepper jelly. To go with that, I think a show-stopping dish over here with great color is honey roasted beets. A little sea salt, a ton of fresh black pepper to kind of balance the whole thing out. And then how about these ducks in the middle, right?
Gorgeous.
Direct from the farm, simple seasoning. We fire roast those and then serve those with any kind of vegetables you all might have around your house for the holidays. But this is fresh turnips, carrots, fresh potatoes, a lot of fresh herbs. Just you really want the simplicity of that great duck to shine through.
We have a little champagne here as well, but I'm looking at the coffee concoction here.
Yeah.
Is it coffee?
I think there's coffee under there.
We definitely love our coffee drinks in New Orleans. So a little bit of whipped cream across the top, maybe a little shot of whiskey or some great rum, and you gotta love that, right?
Oh, wow, that's good.
You know, even as you're going through your dish, you're talking a lot about what you have available. And it seems like that is really part of your narrative.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, folks in New Orleans have been doing the whole farm-to-table thing for hundreds and hundreds of years. I think as of the last 10 years, it's gotten some national popularity, but it's nothing new to us. So whatever you kind of have around the farm or around your community, that should definitely make your menu for the holidays.
And most of your ingredients come within like 100 miles of your restaurant.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of defines New Orleans. You know, I guess if I could blindfold somebody and cook them one meal, I want the locality of all those ingredients to really shine through. I want people to say at the end of that fork, wow, that's New Orleans. That's why I came to the Big Easy for great flavor like that.
It's funny because we have had several New Orleans chefs like John Besh on.
Yeah, great.
And I think you'd probably agree. You all have such a wonderful, not only development of flavors, but such camaraderie. Everyone speaks so highly of everyone else.
It's a great fraternity of chefs in New Orleans, that is for sure. And you almost can't have a bad meal, whether you're having debris po' boys, right, or great shrimp, or a simple salad, or brunch at Commander's Palace. You absolutely cannot go wrong.
You grew up in Washington State.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you end up migrating from there down to New Orleans?
I took some really good advice, and for me, I grew up in a tiny farming town. My uncle was in the raspberry business, so we started picking all of our berries for Ocean Spray and the local cannery. And so it was kind of my first foray into fantastic food. And so I went to culinary school. I've always known I wanted to be a fantastic chef. And I took good advice, and they said, look, you know, if you really want to be a great chef, you have two options. It's either move to New York City, but if you really want to understand fantastic flavor, you move to New Orleans. It's the only authentic food to America.
It's so really true. It's such a distinct flavor.
Very, very, very unique.
Well, that's why I was excited to see you're doing sauces.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we have 3 sauces that are out in the local Rouse's grocery stores, and we're also launching a rum vinegar. I'm a huge fan of rum, right? Yeah, especially with a spread like this. So rum vinegar is it'll be on the market very soon, and you can find out more information at torymcphail.com. I'll ship it right to your door.
You said you always knew you wanted to be a chef.
Yeah.
Where did that knowledge come from?
I think food's always been important to our family. You know, the kitchen is really the heart of the house, and so to have everybody together around great food. We grew up on about 8 acres, so we'd be picking 4 ears of corn and digging potatoes. We were hunting and fishing all the time, and we just get to do that all year round in New Orleans. You know, fantastic weather for sure.
Is there a next in your mind? I mean, you already got the cookbook, you've got the successful restaurants, you've got the sauce line.
So I'm thrilled to be the executive chef for 14 years at Commander's Palace and to follow in the footsteps of Emeril, my dear friend Paul, we're missing him, and then Jamie Shannon as well. Jamie was my mentor, and really without those guys, I would not be where I'm at today. And so I'm just thrilled and proud to work with the Brennan family for as long as I have and really take Commanders to the next chapter. And it's been delightful.
Well, as I hand you this dish, I want to ask you if you could have this meal with any person, past or present, who would that person be?
You know, that's a really good question. You know, I'm a huge fan of music, too. So I guess I'd probably say if I could have an opportunity like this, I would cook for a couple of musicians before they play the world's best show. And I'd probably cook for Janis Joplin, right, as she opens up for the Grateful Dead, right? Maybe Elvis would do a little sit-in for a couple of songs. And you got to have the Beatles as the #1 leading act.
Can I come to this dinner?
I was going to say, I know someone who wants to come. As long as you cook, I'll be there also.
You got a deal.
Chef Tory McPhail, thank you
Yeah.
so much. And for more on the chef and the dish, please head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.